In 1908, the Ford Model T was introduced for the first time, and it was a vehicle like no other. It was simple, robust, and affordable. For the first time in history, there was a car not only intended for the wealthy elite, but for the masses. It was the first true car for the general public, and it changed the way cars were manufactured. But how was the Model T actually produced? The automobile industry at the beginning of the 20th century was still in its infancy. Cars were assembled by hand, and each car was unique. There were no standardized parts, and each worker was responsible for multiple tasks. It often took weeks to produce a single vehicle, and only the wealthy could afford the luxury of owning a car. This, of course, was not sustainable if the goal was to make cars affordable for the general public. Henry Ford quickly realized that something had to change. His vision was clear. He wanted to make cars accessible to everyone, not just the rich. But how? The answer lay in changing the way cars were produced. In 1913, Ford introduced the first moving assembly line in automobile production. This was a revolutionary step. Until that moment, a car was built entirely by a team of skilled craftsmen. It was a slow and inefficient process. Ford's solution was simple but brilliant. By placing the car parts on a moving conveyor, workers could remain in one fixed location and perform the same task repeatedly, instead of moving around the factory. This resulted in a much faster and more efficient production process. The idea behind the assembly line was to segment the work. Each worker was responsible for one specific task. For example, one worker would attach the wheels, while another assembled the engine. Because the car moved along the line from station to station, each worker could perform their task quickly and efficiently. The results were astounding. What previously took weeks to build, Ford could now produce in less than 93 minutes. The effect of this efficiency on the price was enormous. In 1908, the Model T cost around $850, which was still a significant sum at the time. But thanks to more efficient production and lower costs, the price of the Model T fell dramatically over the years. By 1925, the price had dropped to $260, making the car affordable for the average person for the first time. As a result, millions of people could own their own car, something that had previously been reserved for the wealthy. The Ford Model T was designed with practical simplicity in mind. Its parts were standardized, allowing them to be assembled quickly. This was a crucial element of Ford's production system. While other manufacturers still relied on custom-made parts, Ford chose to use the same components everywhere, speeding up production and reducing costs. Another important feature of the Model T was its body. Ford used steel that was specially developed to be both light and strong. The engine was relatively simple and easy to maintain, which further reduced costs. The simplicity of the design was intended not only to speed up production, but also to make the car reliable and affordable. The Model T was also designed for practical use. At that time, roads in America were often rough and unpaved. The Model T had high ground clearance, making it perfect for the rough paths and muddy roads that were common. This made the car especially popular with farmers and families, who normally could not afford a car but needed a way to travel from the countryside to the city or transport goods to markets. The impact of the Ford Model T was not only economic, it changed the way people lived their lives. The car made long journeys possible and greatly reduced travel times. This affected social life, work, and even the way people lived. It marked the beginning of a new era, in which people were no longer bound by the limited travel distance of horse-drawn carriages. The production of the Model T also had a massive impact on the American economy. Mass production of cars created countless new industries, from oil and rubber companies to gas stations and highways. The demand for cars was so great that Ford continually expanded his factories, creating thousands of new jobs. The rise of the automobile also ushered in a new era of urbanization. People moved to cities where jobs were more accessible, and cars made it possible to live further from work, leading to the rapid growth of suburbs. Henry Ford's production system also had another important impact. He was a pioneer in labor conditions. In 1912, Ford introduced the famous $5 workday, which was much higher than what other factories paid. This attracted thousands of workers willing to work in the new factories, where production moved at a rapid pace. Ford understood that satisfied workers would be more efficient, and he wanted his employees to benefit from the wealth his companies created. This step led to higher wages and improved working hours for many workers in the United States, creating a more stable and motivated workforce. By introducing the famous $5 workday and reducing long, exhausting shifts, Henry Ford challenged the traditional relationship between employer and employee. His philosophy was simple but powerful. Well-paid workers were not only happier and healthier, but also more productive and loyal. As a result, Ford's factories saw lower turnover rates, fewer training costs, and a more skilled group of workers who took pride in their roles. For the first time, many factory workers could afford the very car they were building, allowing them to participate in the growing consumer culture of the time. This move didn't just reshape labor standards at Ford, it influenced wage policies across the country and helped shape the foundations of the modern workplace, where fair wages and humane working hours became increasingly expected rather than exceptional. The effects of the Model T extended far beyond the walls of Ford's factories, or even the borders of the United States. Its influence was felt worldwide, as manufacturers across Europe, Asia, and South America studied Ford's groundbreaking production methods. Many adopted similar ideas, implementing assembly lines, standardized components, and streamlined workflows. These innovations dramatically increased global manufacturing capacity and lowered the cost of many consumer goods. Ford's approach served as the blueprint not only for the automotive industry but for nearly all sectors of mass production. Factories producing everything from radios and refrigerators to clothing and tools embraced the same principles of efficiency and consistency that had made the Model T such a success. This shift marked the birth of a new industrial era, one in which products could be brought to market faster, cheaper, and in quantities once unimaginable. Even today, more than a century after the Model T made its debut, the world still feels its impact. Mass production has become the backbone of modern industry, shaping everything from the smartphones in our pockets to the furniture in our homes. Cars, once a luxury item affordable only to society's wealthiest members, are now an integral part of daily life for billions of people around the globe. The widespread availability of automobiles transformed cities, encouraged the construction of vast road networks, and made long-distance travel accessible to ordinary families. It changed the rhythms of everyday life, reshaped industries around the world, influenced labor rights, and set the stage for the modern age of mobility and mass production.